I'm so excited. Sailing is real. I can't believe it's real. Had you told me, a 20-year RuneScape veteran, that sailing was gonna be a real thing eventually, I would have laughed. I would have laughed so hard. And I would have said, that's so funny, you're hilarious. So I did do some prep work. I didn't do a whole lot. I got some swamp tar, some swamp paste. I have some cannonballs. I have nails. Oh, I did not. Oh, wait, I think I have. Okay, I did have some plank. I did have some logs and some rope waiting for me. I didn't buy that many planks, though. Okay. Look who we have here, Will. This looks like someone who needs a good job. What? Goodness, Anne, I think you're right. This one's clearly never worked an honest day in their life. Excuse me, yes, I have. It's about time someone changed that, but I don't need a... Well, let's not waste any more time. Stranger, are you ready for your interview? Yes, I'm ready for my interview. Let's get you started with a nice, easy question. What is your name? Asterwin. Pleased to meet you. I'm Anne, and this is Will. Next question. Do you have any experience captaining a ship? Not really. Oh. Well, it's important that we not be too picky. It's a competitive market, after all. Final question. Do you agree to waive all rights to pursue legal action against your new employer in the event of injury or horrific death? Is that likely to happen? Not at all. I'm not sure if I... Excellent. Well then, I'm pleased to say that we have results of your interview. You bring some impressive stuff to the table. We'd love to offer you the role. Congratulations. Thanks. Only you didn't actually mention what the role was. Ah, how forgetful of us, given that you've already accepted. How about we discuss the details on our ship? But I didn't accept anything. Just let us know when you're ready and we'll hop aboard. Oh my god, this is hilarious. This dialogue is hilarious. This is just so RuneScape. This is why I love this game, because it's so campy, it's so funny, the dialogue is so good. Are we back? We are back from ads. Okay, and I'm not gonna name my ship the Titanic, but I hope that we can name our ships. I think I did see something like that. So in RuneScape 3, you can name your ships, but you have like a set number of names. You have like a set list of names that you can like combine different stuff with. Kind of like if you've ever played Helldivers, like you can pick from a set list of names and you can name your ship like based off of that list. So I guess we'll see what happens. It's probably gonna make you do that so that you can't name your ship anything inappropriate. So I guess I'm ready. Then let us away. Lovely, the open sea. It's not really that open. We haven't even left port yet. Well, good news, because that's where you come in. You're our new helm. Helm. It means you're in charge of the ship's helm. In other words, you're responsible for steering the ship. More of a boat, really. Well, we all have to start somewhere. Right, so if I'm manning the helm, what will you two be doing? It's that simple, isn't it? We are in charge. Have you ever actually done this before? Many times. Just never on our own ship before. This is an exciting first day for... Well, we haven't actually named our business yet. I'm sure we'll come up with a good name soon. Hi, Riley! Meowdy to you as well. RuneScape released their new skill early today. Like, it wasn't supposed to come out until this afternoon. But they released it early, so we're doing this early. And what does this business do? We salvage shipwrecks, of course. Of course. All right, then. I don't remember doing it. Apparently, I'm committed to this. Where is our first wreck? Got a good one to get us started. Last time we were on Pandemonium, we purchased a map that should lead us to an old pirate wreck. The Pandemonium. It is a great place for a drink. We'll have to take you there. But first, let's collect some salvage. According to the map, the wreck is just east of the Karamja shipyard, so south of here. I'm going to adjust my blanket for Katniss, who has tried to come on my lap at least 5 times today, and is being really fucking weird about it. Hi, sweetie. And then when I was getting ready for stream, she just was crying nonstop at me. First, let's collect some salvage. According to the map, the wreck is just east of the Karamja shipyard to the south of here. Okay, so apparently... Okay, before I start to steer this ship, let me check out. Don't run into a great white shark or an iceberg. Hopefully not. I don't think they're gonna start us off that hard. I've heard that sailing... Like, we're gonna start off in a pretty easy area? Yeah, the water looks pretty flat and calm. We should be okay. You woke up an hour ago after 12 hours sleep. It's because... Is Where Winds Meet keeping you up all night and you're having to sleep 12 hours after all your Where Winds Meet adventures? Okay, so we're gonna navigate on the ship. You need to head south. Okay, so to set your heading, simply click in the direction you wish to travel. You can do so by either clicking in the game. So it's just like the click to move. Okay, so... Oh, okay, there's a little arrow that appears in front of my ship. Okay, so we're trying to go south. Maybe not run into the buoy? Okay, okay, we're sailing, we're sailing, we're sailing! Oh my god, we're sailing. Look at this, look at this, look at us. Okay, this is actually pretty cool, look at this! Oh my god, I'm sailing! It's real! This is so adorable. Katniss doesn't agree. Oh my god, look at all these people sailing too. This is so adorable. I love this. Okay, and then you can also click on the map. Let's try clicking on the map. Need to trim the sails. You need to click on them, okay? Okay? Oh, it'll boost your speed. Boost is only temporary, but the wind will pick up regularly. Okay. I'm sure we'll figure that out as we go. Is that person gonna- what happens if they run into you? Oh, okay, so you can't really run into other people. Okay, I think this is the shipwreck, though. Stop your boat by right-clicking on the sails. Unset sails. That's how we stop. Oh my god! Okay. The last 2 days, your parents woke you up after, like, 4 hours of sleep. Oh, that sucks. I would be very crabby if somebody woke me up after 4 hours of sleep. I would not like that. So you've earned that 12 hours of sleep after getting rudely woken up. I'm sorry that you've been woken up. Now that we're here, I think it's time to do some salvaging. When you're ready, just lower the salvaging hook and let's see what we can find. Why am I lowering the hook? I thought the helm was my responsibility. Yes, the helm and the hook. Of course, I'll just do everything while you two reap the reward. Sounds about right. Don't go getting grumpy on us now. This isn't about the rewards, it's about the experience. That's adorable. That's right. Think of what you'll learn today. Okay. Okay, so the salvaging hook is one of the many facilities you have on a boat. To use the salvaging hook, you just need to click on it. Okay? All right, we're getting a cutscene. Give this a go. Use a salvaging hook to gather an old cup and a mysterious medallion. Well, what do you make of these? You show Will what you found. The medallion, and we've found it. You were looking for this. That's right. And now that we found it, I'm afraid we don't really need you anymore. Oh no. Sorry, if it's any consolidation, you did a great job. Unfortunately, we have to let you go. Oh, they just pushed me overboard! What? I just got pushed overboard. That was so rude. You teach me all about sailing and then you're just gonna push me overboard. I got washed up on an island though, I guess. Yo ho ho and a jolly Roger to you, me hearty. I can see from the fact that you're totally drenched from head to toe that you are a fellow scallywag sailor. The name's Steve Beanie. There's a huge missed opportunity there to call him Stevie Beanie, but it's fine. Pleased to meet you. I must be having some sort of fever dream, or maybe I'm dead. Far from it, matey, though the fever dream I can't comment on. They're rather common around here, but I assure you it's well nigh certainly, like, enough. Why am I having trouble reading? Most likely not the rum doing it? Am I having a stroke? Okay, you said words there, but I don't think- Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm not actually having a stroke. E. Hardy, you seem to be having quite the crisis. Thankfully, you've rigged the starboard and docked yourself at the right port. Welcome to the Pandemonium. Pandemonium? To be sure, this here is the finest establishment in all the seas. Sit back, have a drink, let the good times and the rum flow. If this is Pandemonium, do you know a pair of salvagers called Will and Anne? You name a pair of pinching, looting, plundering sea dogs. I see, so you do know them. They claim to have purchased a map here, but I'm guessing they weren't totally honest about that. You're pulling my leg. These scurvy dogs came here and broke the one rule of Pandemonium. Map was pilfered, stolen. Well, this sounds like One Piece. If any of y'all have ever seen One Piece, I feel like heading into Lurk. Okay, thank you for the Lurk, Riley. Appreciate you. Quite the fun with them myself. They had oops, oh god, I think I'm actually having a stroke now. An old shipwreck before throwing me overboard. Are you poor scallywag? Thank you. It was the map they stole that led them to the wreck. What do you know about it? Not a lot, I'm afraid. You should hoist your sails and go speak to Ribs instead. It was his map they looted. He's the old dog over in the corner. Avast. We're unlocking a bunch of new music. So one of the music tracks is called Honky Tonky Sea Shanty 2. That is a name. Never seen it. It's pretty good, Metallica. It's all, if you like, it's based off of an anime. If you really like anything that has to do with like pirates or sailing, then I think you'll like it. Okay, so what were we doing? We were talking to someone over in the corner. What was the NPC's name again? We're supposed to talk to Ribs. So he's right here. Ahoy, young whippersnapper. Have you come to hear a tale from old Ribs? Kind of, I guess. I was hoping you could tell me about Will and Anne along with the map they stole. A dark day, a very dark day. These young fools know not what they wrought upon themselves. That being a curse, a cursed most foul. That map marked the resting place of the Crimson Kraken. She's a deadly vessel captained by none other than Barnacle Barnaby himself. I feel like I've heard that name before. I know that he's a character in RuneScape. I can't remember where he's from. Not the heard the tale of Barnacle Barnaby. You've not heard the scourge of the unquiet ocean. Tell me about him. He was a cruel and vicious pirate, orchestrator of the Driftwood Massacre, unleasher of the plague of black mist. He believed himself untouchable, but his arrogance was his undoing. Despite the warnings of many, Barnacle Barnaby attempted to plunder the Skull Hoard, but his only reward was a deadly curse. It destroyed the Crimson Kraken, condemning all on board to a watery grave. You had a map leading to the wreck of the Kraken. I purchased... So this is literally the One Piece. He's got a map to the One Piece. I purchased a map from Ulrich the Unfortunate, the sole survivor of the Kraken, but I have no intention of using it. I knew that no good would ever come from seeking the Kraken. Then why not destroy the map and risk the wrath of Barnaby's ghost? No, better the map be locked away so that neither it nor the curse could harm anyone else. I'm not sure if I quite follow your reasoning for keeping it, but I guess it doesn't matter now. I'm afraid Will and Anne found and looted the Kraken. Feared as much, though part of me still hoped it would not come. They find Barnaby's medallion. Yes, they did, actually. Foul curse is free once more, and they must be stopped. I do have my own personal reasons for wanting Will and Anne dealt with. Perhaps I could try and find them. You're a brave soul indeed. That's just what is needed at a time like this. Talk to Steve. He's already put a bounty on them. He might have heard something about where they could have gone. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Steve. Is that the bartender again? I have such short-term memory. Yes. We're gonna talk to Steve again. Okay, about Will and Anne. Plundering sea dogs. Yes, I spoke to Ribs. He seems to think they might have unleashed some sort of curse. The curse of Barnacle Barnaby is one of Rib's favorite tales. Just a myth, of course, but the old dog does love his stories. Myths aside, Ribs mentioned you'd be putting a bounty out for Will and Anne. I'd be quite keen to track them down myself. A mighty good decision. It's a generous bounty indeed. You don't go breaking one rule of Pandemonium and expect to get away with it. Do you have any idea where they might have gone? Old Grog, he said he might try and track them down, perhaps he has an idea of where to find them. He'll be back here before long. He enjoys a drink far too much. In the meantime, you should hoist the sails and ready your vessel. But I don't have a vessel. How did you get here? Yeah, they threw me overboard and I washed up. Blistering barnacles. You won't be getting far without a boat of your own. You should head to the docks and speak with Junior Jim, our local shipwright. Okay. Jolly Roger. Okay, so... hopefully there's not too steep of requirements to get our first ship. I'm guessing that they'll kind of basically give us a basic one, hopefully for free. Can I help you, mate? Are you Junior Jim? That's me. What do you need then? You've said you might be able to sort me out with a boat. You don't have a boat? No. We've got ourselves a Billy No Boats. Yeah, I can sort you out with a boat, but it's gonna cost you. How much? Well, what do you have? I do have this cup I found. Perhaps I could trade it for a boat. Let me have a gander at it. Yeah, I can work with this. This old rusty cup will get you the finest raft I ever had. Okay, so we're getting a... Okay, I was kind of hoping for a bit more than a raft. It's just not just the cup I have. I'm sure I can make the funds to buy something bigger. Sorry, but even if you could, the raft is all I've got on hand right now. Besides, you're gonna want to build up some experience before you captain anything too big. A raft will be perfect. All right. Lighten up. Plenty more vessels in stock soon. Come back once you've got a bit more know-how and I'll be able to sort you right out. That cup, I'll be able to sort you out with the finest helm, but it won't be enough to cover the sails. Oh, God. Plonker? Who is the writer of this quest, and can they get a raise? I ain't about to send you off on a raft with no sails. I'll sort them out for you, but I just need a little favor in return. What favor? Got some cargo I need picking up from Port Sarum and bringing back here in return for sorting you out with some sails. Need you to go collect it for me. And I'll tell you what, I'll even set you up with the materials to whack together a cargo hold. You won't be shifting that cargo far without one, okay? Hand over the cup and we can get cracking. Okay? Time to sort you out with a cargo hold. Let's head on over to the shipyard. Okay? Grab yourself some tools from the crates over there. After that, just use the gangplank to hop onto your raft. Once you're on board, we can get to work. Okay, so where did he say we were gathering tools for? Was it in these crates? Oh, maybe it's the arrow pointing right to this crate. Okay, so we got ourselves a hammer and a saw. There's our little raft. It's adorable. Into the shipyard, you can board your boat using the gangplank. You can also use the gangplank to disembark from your boat again, okay? Build facility hotspot. So this is just like construction in... Okay. We're gonna build our cargo hold. It's a little chest. Use the gangplank to hop back up here and we can get going, okay? Okay, he said that it would take him some time to get us sails, but we already have sails, but it's fine. Okay. Smashing job on the cargo hold. Let's get back to Pandemonium, okay? We just built our first little thing. Like you're all sorted. I'd say you're ready to set sail. How exciting. Take your new raft out for a spin. You can head over to Port Sarum and collect that cargo for me, which reminds me, now that you're officially a captain, you'll need one of these. Hands you a logbook. Very own captain's log. You can use that to keep track of your adventures out at sea, including any work you might end up taking on, like collecting your cargo. Right on. In fact, I'll make a note of that in your log now. Okay, cool. Okay, so the log can remind us what we're doing, which I definitely am gonna need reminders. Now you're all ready to go. Just hop on your new raft when you're ready. If you need help finding my cargo, just check in with the port master when you get to Port Sarum. Now, unless you fancy a cheeky dip, then the gangplank down the docks will be your best bet for getting on board. Okay, so you can embark or disembark from your boat via docking points found around the world. To find a docking point, just look for the relevant icon on your map, okay? All right. I'm just taking a look around, admiring. It is a little laggy, I think, because there's so many people here, so the camera movement isn't the smoothest right now, but that's understandable. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our raft. And it looks like I can see a little anchor icon over here, so I'm guessing that's it. Look at these people, like, running around with these crates. That's so funny. Okay, so board gangplank. Okay, so it's kind of okay, I see. So now we are on our little raft. So we're supposed to go back to Port Sarum on here. Oh, okay, so we're here. This is the Pandemonium, and then Port Sarum is quite a ways north of us. So they kind of added this little island here, same with Tutorial Island. Hi, thank you. I also like my raft. Isn't it adorable? Isn't it adorable? Also, the quest seems like, I know you were probably getting food, but the quest sounds very much like the story of One Piece, which is just funny. Okay, so navigate helm, so I have to click that before I can do anything, and then we can sail. To zoom all the way out. We have to go north. But yes, the quest so far is very One Piece coded, which I love. And I'm really glad that I watched that with you now. But see, it's a little raft, and I traded an old cup for it. Wait, hang on. I think Is this the right way? I think so. I'm just supposed to go north. That's all I know. All 3 people that you know play RuneScape are One Piece fans? Good! Wait, is it people... Don't a couple people in your guild play OSRS? Because now I want to ask them how they like the sailing and how they like the quest. Oh, okay. I am loving this so far. But apparently you can't run into other people with your ship, so... It is what it is, though. But yeah, basically the whole premise of the quest is there's the One Piece and 2 people stole the map to the One Piece. And they dumped me overboard because I helped them find a medallion. Are we already at Port Sarum? Are we already here? We are! Oh, they changed this to Bay of Sarum. Oh my god, so I could literally just like... I wonder if I could sail up the river. I didn't stop my ship. I need to turn around. I forgot that you have to right click and you have to actually like stop your sails. Unset sails? If I'm way out here, can I still disembark? Okay. So apparently we were close enough. What was I supposed to do? I think I'm supposed to talk to the port master to see what my shipment is. Help with anything? Here to pick up some cargo from Junior Jim to the Pandemonium. Must be new to this. You can pick up and drop off cargo just over there at the ledger table. The cargo can be picked up and dropped off at ledger tables found at various ports around the world. To find a ledger table, just look for the relevant icon on your map. So take cargo, ledger table. Pick up a crate of ship parts, okay? Okay, I'm assuming this is all I have to bring back. That is so silly. That is so silly. What is going on? Okay. Okay, and then do I just put this in... Deposit some cargo. Okay, cool. All right, navigate helm. And I guess we're back off to Pandemonium with our cargo. Because I never want to go through that again. Stop navigating. Wait! Oh no! Did I? No, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you can also hit... I just learned you can also hit stop navigating. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I think I have to pick up the cargo first. Open the cargo hold. Take that. And disembark. Deposit cargo. Okay, I deliver the crate of ship parts. Get that all sorted out. Let Jim know that the cargo is here. Oh, I leveled up! Yay! We have sailing level 2 now. We're moving along. Okay, so where is this guy? Okay, good luck with coaching. Let me know how it goes. Have fun. Do good things. I know you always will. Where is this Jimbo guy again? I think he's actually back over this way. Oh yeah, he's right here. Okay. All right, mate. Collected your cargo and left it with the port master. That's us all squared up then. You have to pop back once you get a bit more experience with that raft. By then I should have some vessels for sale. Okay. Shipwrights like Junior Jim can sell you new boats or help you upgrade your existing one. To find a shipwright, just look for the relevant icon on your map, which is... It's really hard to see. But I think I kind of see what's going on. Any tips on the best ways to get that experience? To be honest, I'd say one of the best things would be to take on more work like what you just did for me. A lot of ports will have notice boards where folks advertise the jobs they want sorting. Port tasks can be accepted from the notice boards found at various ports around the world. To find a notice board, just look for the icon on your map. Anything else? Now that you're officially a big cheese captain, you might want to start charting the sea for your own records. That logbook I gave you has all sorts of cracking tips on how to do so. Oh, and while we're on about charting, I've also chucked some useful bits and bobs into your cargo hold. First up, I've left you a couple repair kits in there, perfect for if you go being a numpty and end up sailing straight into a proper big storm or a big group of sharks. Other thing is a spyglass. It's a proper handy charting tool that is great for getting a good look at all the things while out at sea. There's a chap called Charles who used to be pretty good at the whole charting thing who might be able to help you more. You can find him down in the cave on the island. Oh, so he just lives in a cave. Captain's log contains details on how to chart the sea. You can consult the log at any time for hints on what to chart. Charles in the cave in Pandemonium can also help you out with sea charting. Thanks. I'll better go check in with Steve now and see if old Grog is back. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to old Grog about the people that stole the map to the One Piece, and my blanket just fell off of my blinds. That is helping with my lighting situation, so I have to go take care of that. I'll be right back. Because even when I close my blinds, like the sun is so bright because this window faces south that I have to hang a blanket in front of the window so that I don't have bright light blasting in from behind me. So I'm gonna take care of this really quick. Okay, so we have to go talk to the guy again about the people who stole the One Piece map. Is this the one? This Jolly Roger here is pretty keen to see some justice dealt. Meet me. Meet the old Grog. Pleased to meet you. Steve tells me you're keen to see Willin and dealt with. I'm open to sharing the bounty, but only if you have what it takes. I have no time for layabouts. I won't let you down. We'll see. I saw that raft you rocked up, and if that's all you bring to the table, then you have some work to do. Wow, okay. Take me some time to track Will and Anne down, but make no mistake, I will find them. I expect you to be ready by the time that happens. Don't be a disappointment. You have my word. Now, that's me done drinking. Time to get to work. I'll keep Steve updated on my progress, so make sure you're checking in with him. He'll let you know once I have something. Okay. Best you not waste your time, belay your helm, and abaft your rigging. Get out there and make sure you're ready for old Grog. Will do. Be on your way. I got some pirate looty. He says looty. Does he mean booty? Sawmill coupons? If you want a top vessel like mine. Don't forget to pop back for a drink from time to time. My rum is to die for. Okay. So we completed. So that was the Pandemonium quest. It got us started with. Thought I heard a cat beating at the door. Okay, so like, if you have cats, you know what's up. Like, if you have a door closed and you're like in a room, like, you're constantly dealing with cats wanting to be let in and out, because I've got my humidifier going and I'm trying to make it nice and humid in here so that my eyes and mouth don't dry out while I am streaming, because it's really, really dry where I live. So I'm trying to make it somewhat humid in here. So I leave the door shut. I'll leave the door shut so that the humidity can build up in here a little bit. Okay, so we have level 5 sailing now, and we have some sawmill coupons for a regular plank. Okay, so let's consult the guide. So after we completed Pandemonium, what do they recommend we do? Okay. First step is completing Pandemonium Quest. Start by talking to Will and Anne on the docks of Port Sarum. Sailing can be trained with sea charting and low-level courier tasks. Okay. So we don't unlock the boat until we get level 15 sailing. We're gonna be stuck with the raft for a little bit, which is fine. Let's see. That's saying ship navigate. Okay, so that's more about oceans. I honestly don't think I'm gonna need much of this guide for now. For now, we're gonna go talk to the guy in the cave, who I think he's gonna be somewhere. I think maybe he's gonna be there. So let's go explore the island a little bit. over here? Okay. There's also a hunter spot over here, so can we hunt crabs? Oh, so apparently we can train some hunter by building traps over holes for crabs. There's a little cooking pot. There's a big turtle guy. Hang on, I'm gonna talk to this guy. Here for business or just a drink? Well, actually, I just sort of washed up here. Same for me. Left the Great Conch. I didn't really have too much of a goal in mind, to be honest. Decided to just explore the world, started swimming, and ended up here. The Great Conch. Hey, that's kind of like that's like a Key West. That's where my parents live, and everything is conch everything down in Key West. Where the Tortugans, my people, live. Well, it's where the juveniles and elders live. Us adults leave the island to find a calling in the wider world. Tell you to visit, but you don't get many humans allowed on that island. People prefer their privacy. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be one of the lucky few to get to go there. Interesting. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. I'm sure you've got plenty to be doing. See you later. Okay, so maybe that's an island that maybe we can visit later. Even though they like their privacy. Okay, so we've got a cute little bank crab here. Okay, that's fun. And then... Okay, so this is where that one guy is. This is the guy that's gonna help us chart the seas. So he's like a literal hermit. Okay. Hello. Good day. What can I do for you? Junior Jim told me you might be able to help me out with the sea charting. I can do that indeed. You see, I'm a map maker extraordinaire. I find that a little hard to believe. On the ground that he was mentioning, apparently you just have to walk up to it. Let me see. Look through. Is that it? Oh! Charting complete. Use your spyglass to admire chart and chart. I couldn't finish reading that. Okay. So that apparently is a thing that we can do. It's so funny when I see someone else getting a random event. Okay. So a lot of the charting is locked behind requirements, which is to be expected. You know, being someone who hasn't made it very far in OSRS, I definitely don't have a whole lot of other requirements for this, but that is just fine. We're just getting started. Everybody starts somewhere. So we're gonna look through the spyglass here. Okay, so we get a little mini cutscene every time we do the spyglass. Okay. Good view of Pandemonium from the cave entrance. Okay, so anytime we see these white sparkles, that is a place that we can do like a little observation at. And I'm assuming I'm gonna find that when I'm out in the water as well. Okay. So the next thing that we were supposed to do to help train our sailing, and I did see a meme about this where it was like somebody just like carrying a crate and running, where it's like that was levels 1 through 30 sailing, which I'm not mad at that. Like it seems like a kind of a fun way to interact with. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check out the workbench. Let me see. Hull parts. What would I like to craft? I don't know. Oh wait, I don't even have anything on me. Okay. It's fine. I don't think we can really build anything anyway. Okay, so let's look at the notice board here. Okay, so here is a level 1 fish delivery. Oh, and it tells you all about what's going on. Someone calling themselves the Face needs a large amount of fish to feed their clients, so it seems a bit weird, but they're paying well and need someone to make a delivery to Port Sarum for me. Okay, accept task. Can we accept more than one? Crate of jewelry. I've got some jewelry acquired through some entirely legitimate means. Need someone to deliver it to Port Sarum for me. Okay, I'm gonna accept. Okay. Oh wait, you already accepted one port task, which is the maximum number for your sailing level. You need to complete or cancel it before you can accept any more. At level 7 sailing, oh, okay. So not until level 7 can we accept another one. Okay, that's just fine. Just take the cargo from me. Okay, so yeah, we just take the cargo from there. We're good to go there. And then we deliver this to Port Sarum. Okay, so pretty simple. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot we have to get, let me remain on the boat. Yeah, we have to grab the cargo. Crate of fish. Okay, we have other stuff in our cargo hold that I have not looked at yet. Okay, and then I think I just deposit cargo. There we go. Okay, here's my payment. Okay, I got 59. I got a grand total of 59 coins. Oh, and I got and then that's the other stuff that I picked up off the floor. All right, let's see what else we can take from our notice board. We've got another Pandemonium plate body delivery, battle axe delivery. I guess doesn't really matter. Okay, armor to the Pandemonium. Some legitimate businessmen there. Okay. All right, so we can still only do one at a time. So we'll just, oh, I'm level 6. So I just need one more level. And then I can accept 2 tasks at once. And I guess we'll see what that looks like. And I should also like put all this other stuff away in my bank at the crab bank back at Pandemonium. What? Why can I can't go anywhere. Am I stuck? Speaking of being stuck. Okay, there we go. There we go. This guy's kind of stuck too. Not as stuck as I am though. But speaking of being stuck, I am literally stuck. I can't go forward. I'm trying to turn around. Can I go this way? Shit, how do I get out of here? What if I unset sails? Set heading. Hang on. Oh, I have a little tool. If feeling stuck, if needed, you can reverse the boat via the sailing side panel. If all else fails, you can return to land by using the escape option on the helm. Okay, hang on. So there is a reverse button. They said reverse boat. Where is that? Set sails. There, reverse. Okay. So there is a reverse option. So they did think of this. Jagex did think of that. I'm actually really glad that I saw that. Okay, so we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna set sails, and we're not gonna get stuck in there. So Jagex did think of people accidentally getting stuck. So there's a reverse option. Wait, what is, let me see. Trim sails? There, and we get a little speed boost for doing that. Actually, I wonder, do we talk to this guy to rename our ship? All right, mate, what do you need? I'd like to customize a boat. Tell me what you want to work on and I'll get everything set up. Okay, Deadly Chaos, customize. Oh wait, here's a mod rename. If you're not fond of destroying your ship to obtain a new one, you might stumble across an NPC during your sailing journey who will rename your ship for you. You unlock this ability around level 60 sailing. Oh! So this is actually an official Jagex mod who has confirmed that you can rename your ship around level 60 sailing. But dear God, some of these names are so funny. Some of these are so funny. Okay, well that's good to know that you can rename your ship, you just have to wait. Drink water, thank you for the drink water, appreciate it. It has been a minute since I've drank some water. Okay, let me adjust my lighting here because that like got hot. Go? I appreciate you, Metallica. Okay, so let's get this next shipment on and hopefully we can level up to level 7 sailing. Okay, so all in all, having Deadly Chaos, after seeing some of the other names that people have gotten for their ships, I will take Deadly Chaos because, dear God, it's better than Brown Rain or some of the other stuff that we found. Oh my God, that's actually like so funny. All right, let's go do this jewelry delivery to Port Sarum. That's actually so funny. We'll try not to get stuck on the rocks this time. I think we kind of went through, we kind of snuck through here last time and we were fine. Oh, this is actually so fun. What if I just become like a sailing pure? And all my other skills are like, just means to do more sailing. Oh no, did I get stuck again? Let's unset sails. Let's reverse. Stop boat. Set sails. Get ourselves out of here. I thought I went this way last time, but apparently I didn't. Okay, I think we're... Why am I going so slow? Let's see, raise speed. There we go. Okay, we're set. We're on our way. We're good. Okay, this light is gonna be the bane of my existence. Okay, that's better. Feel a gust of wind. Is that when I trim the sails? I don't know. That's just unset. Maybe we won't get lost on our way back to Pandemonium. As funny as it would be to crash into other people's boats, I'm actually really glad that they did not introduce that as a mechanic. Could you imagine, like, OSRS PvP boat stuff? Boat battles? I'm wondering if that's like a minigame that they'll maybe introduce later. Alright, let's deliver our cargo. Alright. Got our payment. And we now have level 7 sailing, so now we can accept 2 port tasks. Okay, let's actually look at the skill chart here. Okay, so sailing. Okay, so at 15 we get 2 maximum boats, and we unlock the skiff, and then the sloop. Okay, so it goes skiff, sloop, and then we have maximum boats 5 at way later levels. Ports. Okay, so we can go to Land's End. So we have 5, so we can go to Land's End in Hausidius. Sea charting. So we can't really do much for sea charting until level 12, and we have to complete the quest Prying Times. Shipwreck sailing starts at 15 as well. So the skill seems like it really kind of kicks off around 15, which is very typical of old school RuneScape. Typically, you have to level up to 15 for most things to like really start to get going, so that makes sense. Okay, so this is Barracuda Trials, core boat parts. Okay, and then boat facilities. Once again, we get the salvaging hook at 15. And then we don't get crewmates until 40. Okay. So all of this seems pretty good. Let's inspect here. Let's see. I think it's funny that like all of the tasks are either level 1, 28, or 30. There's like nothing in between. So now we can do 2 at once. So let's accept both of these. Both of these are destination Pandemonium. We're gonna take cargo. Okay, so I think we can only pick up 1 crate at once, so I think we have to put... So we'll pick up 1 crate, we'll put it in our cargo, and then we'll come back for the second one. I'm pretty sure, because judging by the animation, it seems like we can only carry 1 thing of cargo at once, so... Okay, take cargo. Okay, so now we have our battle axes. All right. Back in cargo hold. And let us head back to Pandemonium and not get lost this time. I think if I just follow... Okay, so I have to go more... Yeah, so I just... As long as I follow kind of this dark blue part and I kind of keep to the east a little bit and try not to go too far west, we should be okay. Because this is all tutorial. That's all Tutorial Island. That's directly to our left there. So we just have to be careful to not get stuck on Tutorial Island. So yes, when we trim the sails, when we feel the wind, we definitely get a little bit of a speed boost there. And we can't quite do shipwrecks yet. All right, are we heading in the right direction this time? Yes. And then Pandemonium is actually going to be on our right-hand side if we kind of keep going around this way. That's Tutorial Island there. Okay, unset sails! Okay. Alright, we're gonna grab one of our cargo. Pause it. Okay. That's one, and let's go get our other one. That. And deposit this cargo. Awesome. Hey, now we're level 8 sailing. Hell yeah. Well, that is pretty cool. I don't think, yeah, we didn't really unlock anything because, yeah, like I said, it's probably not gonna unlock until, like, level 15 sailing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Once again, okay, so this is gonna be the same. It's gonna be like fish. Accept. Okay, so we accepted both of those, but I kind of want to go see, you know, because the bartender said, he said to stop by for a drink sometime, so let's see what he's got for sale. Oh my god, he's got a whole bunch of stuff for sale. So we've got beer, we've got cider, we've got grog. Let's try a grog. I'm gonna try a grog. Barnacle blaster. That sounds scary. The description says rum, lemon, and crushed barnacles. Okay. Kraken Colada is coconut milk, pineapple, and Kraken ink. Okay. And then we have Sailor's Mirage, which is vodka, apple, lime, and cactus spines. That sounds painful. We've also got vodka, rum, whiskey, gin. We've got wine, stew, and just a meat pie. Okay, so he's got kind of a solid offering here at the bar, which is kind of nice. Which, by the way, my next stream is going to be Friday night, and we're going to be doing a mocktail sober stream. So we are going to be drinking the fake champagne, which is it's just kind of like the bubbly stuff, like the fuzzy bubbly stuff. So that's gonna be super fun. So that is, I think, what we are going to be doing on Friday. All right, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.